decorate some book page ephemera together. Welcome, it's Barbara from Vienna, Austria, and this is your channel for vintage inspired art. So these half-finished projects I made without filming. They are super easy. Here I have some like mini masterboards. So these definitely need to be decorated. Then here's a little pocket thingy, has 3 pockets. All I did was took parts of book pages and then just made them each, like I tiered them and made them smaller. This one I actually even folded over, I don't know why. Maybe because I wanted another tuck spot down here. And then I just sewed around it. Then I have 2 of these kind of pockets, also super easy. You just fold a page in half, then you fold this to the back, glue it down, you fold the other one to the front, leaving a little gap, and then I sewed it down, but you can also of course glue it down. I have one facing this way and one facing this way. And then these is upside down. It's just a book page folded like this so that there's a little space here, and then just I added a half circle here and then sewed around it. So really super easy. I think I might have seen these on Tina's channel, Shabby Dabby Duda. Not 100% certain. It's been a while since I've had these. Then here I have a couple of just envelopes. Again, super easy. You have a book page, you fold this part up. You can either glue it or sew it together, and then you just fold down the flap and you have a cute little envelope. So I have one with rounded edges, I have one with square edges, and I have one with like a trapeze shape. Yep, very, very easy. So I was actually inspired by Tina from Shabby Dabby Duda to tidy up some of my craft supplies that was just all over the place, and I don't have the luxury of a craft room, so I kind of need to keep my things sort of tidy, at least because I'm working in the living room and I don't want my whole living room turning into a craft room. I mean, it already is halfway there, but I really don't want to overdo it, and my hubby's been very supportive, but I don't feel good when, you know, I want a living room too. So I've been trying to tidy my craft items in my craft area, being inspired by Tina from her Tidy Friday series. So go check those out if you haven't seen any of those. So every Friday she's currently posting, reorganizing part of her craft room, and it's been really inspiring for me. And so I came across these projects that have been laying around for a while, and I also was putting away some things in my ephemera book. So I'll link this video for you below in case you haven't seen how I made this book and you're interested. Maybe I can zoom you up a bit. There, now you can see more of it. And I've had this now for a little over a year. Oops, some things are falling out. And I loved it for a while, and I think it's great to take with you when you're going somewhere and you want to craft. But I've realized that I've just been stuffing things in here and I haven't really been going into it to use the things. So for some reason, I'm not inspired to do that. I don't know why, but it is the way it is. So I definitely will keep this, but what I thought I would do for today, since I don't know about you, but I sometimes really feel overwhelmed with the amount of things that I have, even though I really try not to go overboard. But still, I have too much, and I'm really trying to be good not to buy more stuff. So I feel overwhelmed when it comes to then making something like this, and I just have too much stuff and I don't know what to pick. So I'm hoping that now by going through this, and I have this beautiful wooden box beside me. This is from the Sora Aksan Bento stationery box. I will link their website for you down below in case you're interested in getting one of those amazing subscriptions. And what I thought I would start off doing is just taking the ephemera out that is small enough for me to add to these, even maybe if I have to tear it up. And then maybe I will actually use some of the things. What I'm trying to do is make some eclectic ephemera that will work in any journal. And I definitely need to make a journal because I have so much stuff. So I'm gonna put all this stuff here in my box, hoping that that will maybe inspire me more. If I see it all in one place, this could go totally wrong. This might even overwhelm me more, I don't know. But I wanna give this a try. So I don't want anything, I don't think I want anything too floral because that's not what I'm into at the moment. But anything else I can put in here. Just way too many things here. And this is of course not all the ephemera I have, but these are things that I haven't used in a while. There's too many things. I don't know how it is with you, but when I have too many things, it doesn't make me more happy. It just kind of stresses me out. Is there anyone that feels the same? Oh, these are great for fall. Okay, I will take these out to use these in my fall journal. And these, of course, are mushroom images, which would also be great. Yeah, I think I will leave it at that. So, wow, this is a lot thinner now. No wonder. I mean, how long is it gonna take me to use up all these things? I mean, I think I never will. Then next to me also I have these, which are pieces of bank statements that I haven't thrown away, and I have coffee dyed them and then put some distress stain on it. So these are ready to go. Then I have a box of these. So one of the photo albums I bought at the flea market was full of these. So somebody was collecting these, and just look at the amount I have. So I would at least like to use some of these. Then I also have next to me this little wooden box with tiny scraps. So maybe I can use some of these as well. This little box makes me happy. And I also have my box with my bigger scraps. So let's see if I can come up with anything, if I can make even the smallest dent to this box. I don't know. What do we start out with? Let's start out with an envelope. That should be nice and easy, and I will zoom you in maybe a little bit more. So I'm thinking maybe I should think about a focal point first. Maybe, I don't know. I'm loving this already. I'm really just gonna pull random things to see what I can get rid of. So this one needs some better edges. or some neater edges, I should say. And I'm going to try not to overthink things, which is of course always the hardest part. How do you deal with your little pieces like this? How do you store them, and do you use them regularly? Do you even know how much you have, or all the places where you have things? Do you wish that you used your things more? Because I don't think I'm the only one with this. Cannot imagine that. Now I'm overthinking. See, this is where it's gonna get me in trouble, because it's gonna take way too long. I should just go with what I had. Otherwise, I'll take forever just for one envelope, and that's not the point. How did I have this before? Now I forgot. Just put it like this. But it needs something else. It's kind of difficult because these two are both kind of thick pieces. I think that will work. I'll just glue it down before I change my mind. Some of you have been asking me if I'm selling journals, and of course I would like to sell journals. I even have a few envelope journals that would be ready to go. But I don't want to start off with my shop on a bad foot, because packages don't arrive. I sent a lovely friend of mine a birthday card in June, which arrived, I just found out just now. So we're talking about 4 months. I mean, at this point I'm happy it still arrived at all. But seriously, 4 months? So if you buy a journal from me and then you haven't gotten it after 3 months, you're gonna want your money back, which I totally understand. So that's why I just think in these times now where postage is so unreliable, it's just not a right time to do it. I don't know how other Etsy shops or other shops do it. Mine isn't even an Etsy shop. But, you know, I don't know how others do it that actually ship things between the US and Europe. That is the biggest problem. I think within Europe, it's okay at the moment. Some things take pretty long. But between Europe and the US, it is completely unreliable. So I don't know what to tell you. I would love to sell some journals. So yeah, let's just hope that things will get better over time. But at the moment, I don't see that happening, unfortunately. What do we put here? Nothing too bold, I think, because this is already very, very dominant. Oh, I'll just put this down. I'd say first piece done, yay! Yeah, I think that's all it needs. Okay, let's do something else. Let's do one of these. So it needs to be this way because the print is this way up. What can we do? We have a little bit more space here, so maybe we can use a bigger piece. Nope, bigger but narrow. This one is pretty cool. This one I think was in Happy Mail. And it is too big, but we can tear it down a little bit. This one actually would be perfect for a steampunk journal. I could make another steampunk journal one day. I do like him a lot. Now I wish I had some gears. Oh, I might have some gears. Hang on. I have some black gears that were gifted to me. So these are perfect now. There is a beautiful variety of sizes here. We might have to add some gilding wax over these. Just saying. And I'm tempted not to put him straight, which I would normally do, but I want to kind of do things a little bit differently and not be so predictable. So, how do we do this? Yep, this is very cool. It's like he's standing on one of the wheels. And then maybe we could do like a half wheel down here. Cut this in half. Like that. And we could add another small wheel. Maybe this one. Like that, like kind of touching. So that one makes the other one turn, like so. Yes, I like where this is going. What else? Does it need another one? Let's see if we add another little bigger one. Yep, I like that. What about this? That is good. Okay, let me get my gilding wax. So this is mine. I got mine locally. I can link a similar one below in case you feel you need some gilding wax. I will first put it around this tag, just on the edges. This can unfortunately only be done with your fingers. You can't use a tool for this because the wax needs to get warm to be able to get soft. So if you use a brush or a spatula or whatever, it's not going to work. Oh, I love this. The copper on the black is phenomenal. It just looks, whoops, it really looks like a rusty gear. Look at that. It looks like copper actually, the whole piece. It is so cool. I think that's the best combination. This copper wax on black pieces of ephemera. I mean, really, look at this. It's amazing. There. Yes, it's all over my fingers too. I realize that, but that's okay. I can wipe it off. So the best way to get the wax off your fingers is really with a baby wipe, rather than trying to wash it with soap and water. And getting back to the thing of having so much supplies, I mean, it's all relative, of course, because you might have more or less than I do. But it's about how much do you feel comfortable with to not be overwhelmed, or are you a hoarder and you really enjoy having a huge amount of stuff? And maybe you have an issue getting rid of things, but I definitely don't. I'm pretty good at decluttering and getting rid of things that I don't need. My struggle is that I am more someone who is, in general, like I don't like having a lot of stuff. I don't have a huge wardrobe, for example. I mean, again, this is very relative, but I have decluttered a lot in the past years, and I really love the feeling of not having a lot, because what's the point of having a closet with things that you don't wear? So I'd rather have just, you know, less pieces, but I enjoy wearing all of the ones that I have. But the problem is, it's really hard as a crafter to take that philosophy to your craft, especially when you do junk journals. Because of course you have a lot of supplies. That's just the nature of junk journaling. And I struggle with that, to be honest, because I don't like hoarding a lot of things. But being a junk journaler, it's really, really a challenge not to, because there's so many things that you want to have and you want to try out, and you thrift maybe or get from the flea market, but you actually don't even have any space anymore at home, and you don't even know half the things you have anymore because you just have so much stuff. Those are my struggles. I don't know if anyone else can relate. I'm guessing most crafters are hoarders, like, or have more the tendency more to be a hoarder rather than a minimalist, would be my guess. I might be wrong. I guess it also depends how long you've been crafting. If you're just starting out, you might not have a huge stash of stuff. But if you've been doing this for a few years, the challenge gets real. And you spread out more and more into other parts of the home. Can you guys relate to that? Have you taken over other parts of your home with your stuff? Okay, I think, oh, I just glued this. No, I think I may leave this one as it is. Maybe at a later point I can add a sentiment or something. But right now, I think I kind of like, I like it the way it is. So I'll call that one done. So let's yet do another one. Let's do one of these tuck spot things. What can we put here? I don't feel like I'm gonna make a dent at all in this today. What can we put here? Come on, come on, let's just make a decision here. All right, I'm liking that. Maybe we can put this underneath. Yep, this is good. This needs some more layering. There's like a wasp thing. Do we want a wasp on our pocket? It's not very friendly looking, is it? It's not like a cute little bumblebee. It is a wasp. She means business. I'm not sure about this wasp. I do have some very cool washi. They're not stickers. It was actually, I think, a big washi roll that I got from my friend Ray. So this could be pretty cool. We could cut this out. The life of a crafter. I'm just having some tea and yep, I threw some paper into my tea. Good job, good job. So I've spent like the past 5 minutes trying to get this off the backing and I cannot. This is so frustrating. Oh my goodness! Like, how hard can it be to get this off? I'm giving up on this. It's just not coming off. I could glue the whole thing down with the plastic. I guess that's an option, but that's kind of weird. I'll leave that for another day when I have more patience. I'm not sure what I'm actually looking for here. I can tell I'm overthinking again. I can't make any decisions. Okay, I like this so far. Could tear her out a little bit. It's not a great quality picture, but you see it's like a lady sitting with her dog. I kind of like that. It's too big. Unless I switch this out with this. Oh, that's kind of cute. Why not do this? And then maybe something small down there. Okay, I will just stick these things down. With this one, I feel like could use a little bit of a color splash. So I am going to take my Wild Honey Distress Stain. Let's see if we can do this nicely. Just gonna bang it on there. Okay, I like that. Does it need another one? I'll put another one down here. Yep. Yep, I think that's good. That really adds something nice to it, I think at least. Okay, so that's number 3 done, yay! Let's do one of these master boards. These should be pretty easy and fun to do. This is a nice square to work on. Don't want any huge pieces because they would completely cover up my masterboard, which is not the whole point of it. Somehow I need something to pop from the page, I think. If I keep just doing neutral tones, it's gonna keep looking like it's just part of the background. This is very nice, but I didn't really want to do florals. Well, this of course is gorgeous. I don't need to do anything. I'm just gonna do this. This is just too perfect not to do it. Could add a sentiment here, maybe later. Yep, done, perfect. That was quick. Okay, let's try another one. I wanna do something with a washi sticker. Maybe partially, I don't know. Always challenged by round elements. But yet I really want to use them. Ah, this is beautiful. This was sent to me in a happy mail. I love this. Maybe a bit big for this one. I'll keep that maybe for another one. Okay, we need a focal point, please. She's kind of cool. I think I had some more of these. These are actually from my shop. Just in case you wanted to know where I got these. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Oh, I saw something else I want to use, which is a die cut. This one. I think I want to use this one up, although it's a color I'm currently not really using. Let me challenge myself a little bit, but not on this one. So here are some of the ladies from my print. So you can find a page with these in my shop if you want to. Kind of like her. Cut off some of that base. I like this, just like that. I don't think it needs anything else. I'll just ink this up and then I'll just glue everything down. There, I think it's very simple. It has only 3 pieces on top, but I think it looks finished because it already had this background. And by the way, if you don't want to make these backgrounds by yourself, I mean, they're super easy to make. As you can see, I just took some book page and then put some pieces of other papers on top. But if you don't want to make these yourself, I also have these in my shop. There's just 1 page with, I believe, 6 of these for you ready to decorate. But honestly, you can totally do these yourself, right? So that's number 4. Number 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, number 5. We are on a roll. Okay, So I wanted to challenge myself to use this framelit. No, it's not a framelit, is it? It's a die cut. And I don't use these often because they're a pain to glue on anything because the parts are just so small. But they are beautiful. Can't deny that. Will it fit on one of these? If I cut it off a little bit, it would actually. That is very pretty. This one would need to go somewhere else. That is pretty, isn't it? Does it need anything else? Look, I also have a dragonfly. No. What am I thinking? Maybe half a butterfly? But where and how? I don't know. Let me cut this in half. Ink it up and then see if we can integrate that somehow. That is just weird. I mean, I do like these, but not in combination with this. So maybe this just needs to be on its own. And I'm not gonna ink it up because I don't know how I'm gonna ink up the stem. No, I'll just glue it down as it is. This one would probably also benefit from a sentiment. Maybe I'll do that at the end. I'll just try to add some sentiments to some of these. Yeah, I'll just leave it like this. Sometimes simple is good. Let's do another envelope. Yeah, that's not the right place for these. Maybe this one will work there. No, it's too big. I could cut it down. I really like this butterfly. And it's on nice and thick cardboard too. Yeah, I'm gonna cut around this as much as I love this whole piece, but it's just too big. And I really want to use it. Yeah, that's better. Okay, what else? I need some more background. Feel like it just needs a small piece up here. Maybe we go to my small scraps. Oh, I sewed a few of those. Oh, yes. Maybe I can use something from here. Because I made these tiny clusters with sewing from the stuff that Sharika sent me. I could use something. Look, there's a stamped cluster. I can definitely use that on one of these. Then I still have these. Yes, these are awesome. These are so fun to have on hand, just like now. The thing is, I already have the sewing here, so actually I don't want more sewing right now. Some music paper. That works for me. Could, however, add some sewing maybe up here, like a little cluster like that. Why not? Okay, again, I will just glue this down. Like that. Totally happy with this. I must say I understand why journal makers mass produce things. Let's do another one of these masterboards, because it is a lot quicker than if you make everything individually for one journal, which is what I have always been doing. So maybe I need to be more efficient as well and work more in this way. If I want to make more journals, that is. I love these. These also came in a Happy Mail. They are very cute. I like her. She looks like she might be a Tim Holtz one. This also came in Happy Mail. Then this won't fit, that's okay. Could give her a stitched border. Yep, I think that works as it is. I'll glue it down. Something I want to add to this is some of my sepia calligraphy ink, just to add something a little extra. So that is done. Gotta be sure not to smear that. Let's do another one of these. This is the other way. Maybe we can use the butterfly wings. Not sure if both is a bit too much. What else? This is too white. I will go over it with my tea dye. I'm not even sure I'm using this. I like that. That's another one. Okay, that one is done. Really like this one. It's such a, it has such soft colors. Love that. Now what do we do? Let's do this one. So actually the point of this video was not for you just to watch me make some ephemera, but to maybe demonstrate, I'm not sure I managed to do this at all, but the point was to demonstrate to you that maybe sometimes it helps to have a limited supplies. I noticed that when I was making these 50 tags recently with things that I was sent from Sharika, that it really helped me to just work with stuff. Like, I knew I couldn't use any of my stuff, which at first seemed kind of really hard, but then I actually really enjoyed having a limited supplies, and I knew that, okay, these are the only things I can use. I mean, there were plenty. It's not that I struggled finding things. But if you don't know what to do and you're overwhelmed, then maybe that is something you could consider doing. Just take some supplies, put it next to you, and challenge yourself to only use that supplies. Now, this is a lot of stuff. This is actually too much for what I wanted to do. But it just kind of happened like this now. But that is something that I really think works better. There, done, like that. Okay, I'll glue this down as well. So that one's done as well. I like we're moving ahead quite fast. Let's do another envelope. I keep wanting to add these butterfly wings and I can't find a good way to do it. Let's do a bee. What else? Adventure. I think that works for me. I will glue these down. There's another one done. I think I'm gonna cut out this flower here. Maybe that would work there. That works for me. Okay, there's another one done. Okay, I think that's all we have time for in this video, and my battery is running out. So let's recap and look at the ones we've done. So there's this one, the steampunk one. So that's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Not bad. At least I've used a few pieces. Didn't really make a dent in this, but I do feel good about having used some of the pieces. So I hope this was enjoyable in some way for you and helpful and inspirational. If it was, please, I'd really appreciate a like and maybe subscribe if you haven't, if you want to see more. I have tons of more ideas to come. Love you guys. Mwah, mwah.